There was a time that I let fear and uncertainty rule my life, and I was really, really unhappy. I was unhappy in my work. I was unhappy in my personal life. I used a lot of alcohol to numb a lot of my fear and my pain, and just so that I wouldn't have to think about the future of my circumstance where I was. I've been really lucky over the last several years to be doing a lot of personal development work and being surrounded by an excellent community and multiple communities that have really helped me understand like the reason I was so unhappy at that time was because I was just mired in this total scarcity mindset, this mindset that everything was going to go wrong, that everything was going to run out, resources would run out, that there wasn't going to be enough for me, that everything was a zero sum game. And I learned a lot that the opposite of that is the abundance mindset, is understanding that there is more than enough, that when we look and we align ourselves to the situations properly, that we get everything that it is that we need. And this has been a huge mindset shift for me. And I really always wanted to like bring this to other people as much as I could. Like I could now see where there is so much scarcity in our everyday lives, particularly, and I say this as a broadcast journalism major, particularly on the 24-hour news networks, which are basically designed to whip you into a frenzy and to create a lot of fear and uncertainty. But I wanted to help people so much, and I had talked about writing a short book on this whole concept. But on the surface, I'm like, I just don't have time to do this. I don't have time to sit down and write something about this. But more so on the inside, it's like, oh, and why would you write anything like this? Like, no one cares. No one wants to hear what you have to say. You put something out and it goes badly, then, it's going to be a disaster for you. But then one day, I was talking about this not too long ago with a friend of mine, and he was like, "No, you need to do this. It's time for you. It's time for you to write this." And that's when I was like, okay. And he offered actually also to edit this book for me. So it was not like he was just gonna say, "Hey, do it," and step away. He was gonna get involved. That's when I realized, okay, maybe people do want to hear. Maybe it is time. They do want to hear from me. So I got to writing this book, this short book, and as I was doing it, I realized, look, the one thing that is going to make it so that people want to hear it, and it's not just some piece of BS, is it needs to be extremely, extremely authentic. I realized the only way people are not going to care about this is if I sugarcoat anything or try to make things look better than they were, or one way or the other. So it was difficult. I got really vulnerable to write this until finally the point I was hit send to send it to my friend to take a look at. Sweating bullets. Is he gonna like this? Is he gonna read it? And then I got an email back, and he said, "Thank you." And he said, "I saw my own story in this. Thank you for writing this. Please write more." Um, so that was the birth of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower, my free ebook that I have for you. And it felt amazing to finally have that out there and to be able to help people. And on the, internally now, I also knew that, like, okay, I wasn't controlled by my fear anymore. I wasn't going to let that stop me from speaking what I know is going to help make other people's lives better because it helped make my life better. So yeah. So what does this have to do with you? This has to do with you if that you have something that you need to say that you know is going to make other people's lives better. Now that we are facing this crazy epidemic, this coronavirus nightmare, people need you more than ever. Your voice has never been more important. If you have something that you know is going to help other people's lives, not especially now, even if it's something to help break through the loneliness and the disconnection, not only do you have permission to share it, you are required to share it now. Consider it your moral obligation. Russell Brunson talks about this a lot. Consider it your moral obligation to share your voice if it's going to help other people, especially now when we are so torn apart, when we are being ruled by fear. Now is the time to step up. So please do that. If I hope that I can encourage you to get past any fear or misgivings that you might have that are stopping you from sharing your voice right now. So I talked to you about the ebook. I'm going to steal the light for a second here. I would love to give you a free copy, your free copy of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower, your guide to go from scarcity to abundance. It's got some easy tips and tricks. It's got stories from my personal life that I hope that you will find to be really, really valuable in getting out of the scarcity mindset, which is important now more than ever. So to get this, I'll give you a free copy when you also go and sign up to get your free replay of the webinar from last Thursday. The webinar expires tonight. So be sure that you go to freemefrommyjob.com right now, freemefrommyjob.com. Sign up, get the replay before it expires tonight. And when you sign up, confirm your email address. I will also send you a link to download your free copy of How to Unlock and Unleash Your Superpower. So thank you. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy. Peace and health to you and yours. Help someone else today. Go sign up, check out the video, read the book. I will talk to you really soon.